Hello everyone and welcome back to the Halo Gaming channel. As you can see, we are in Blender. I haven't decided what I'm going to call this yet, and or whether I'm going to do this as a series or a standalone video. What we're going to be doing today in Blender is modeling something for the game that I'm working on with the two guys from college. So I have been doing an online Blender course during my absence from recording, and let's hope that I remember how to do everything. Yeah, so I was thinking I could do a series of videos that I could do a series of videos related to making this game with guys, or just have them as standalone videos depending on what I'm doing, or group them together for 3D modeling, for coding, for Unity, that kind of stuff. Haven't decided yet, and because I don't know what I'm doing, I don't have a name for this episode. So you can keep. I'm doing Shift A lot to add. I want to add in. An image reference. I have. Should be not on my documents. It should be on my desktop. Water pistol reference. We are creating water pistol. This. Just go into that's the camera view. Oh, it's rotated weirdly. Interesting. Why is it rotated like that? Let me get my zero out its rotation. 0, 0. Oh, don't zero out. Yeah, well, zero out its rotation and rotate it 90, and on the X 90. That should make it fairly straight, and then we're going to move G to move Z on the x-axis and just move it up. So that's fairly up on the ground plane. Doesn't need to be exact. We're not going to be modeling over this. This is actually just going to be a reference that I'm going to use to try and get something of a similar shape. I'm actually going to move it along the y-axis as well, just up there. I could set up another screen to look at it. I might actually do that in a minute. I could open up a new window in Blender, put it onto my other monitor, so that I can constantly look at this. But for the time being, let's just. I mean, this part seems to be the easiest because it's just basically a cylinder. Not a cylinder, yeah, a cylinder, or a capsule. Do I have capsules in here? If I want to mesh, I have cylinders somewhere. I don't have capsules. But we can make a cylinder into a capsule. That's fairly easy. And then so it's got this thing. I wonder how it's a bad picture. All this detailing we don't need, we just need the basic shape. Basic shape. So what we got, it's a lot of, that could be a cylinder with two little cylinders coming out of it. This could be a cylinder. So it's mostly cylinders. This could be a cube, cylinder, cube. That'll be an interesting one. I'll probably do that as a cube and then Boolean out a hole in it. Interesting. I haven't 3D modeled properly in a while, so do we start at the top and work our way down, or do we start at the bottom and work our way up? Let's start at the bottom. What did I say I was going to do? Let's do this as a cube, a mesh cube. Move this up. If I put the Z down to 0, it goes back to, oh yeah, because the origin's in the middle. GZ1. No, fuck off. I didn't mean to do that. Get out. Just like this. GZ1. Yeah, that's basically on it. Now, this is a 2 meter cubed cube. I don't think a water pistol is 2 meters long. this doesn't need to be exact, especially this bit is definitely not going to be 2 meters. Let's just scale it down. Whoa, scale it down. What are we at there? Half a meter? What would that even be? So that would be like 6 inches. So I think I can do that here. If I go 6, running letter string. Okay, no, you didn't like that. So what if I put 6 inches? I don't think it liked that either. That's scale. Dimensions 6. I thought you could just write 6 inches. Oh, you can. That's 0.152. Let's just make it that all the way around. 0.152. And on the z-axis, 0.152. Oh no, that looks tiny now. But I suppose, like, if you zoom in on this, use a period key. I feel like on the z-axis, it should be a little bit bigger. Ooh, not that much bigger. This is going to be maybe a little bit wider. I don't know. The image is throwing me off here. Because it is not just... I could scale the image down, really, couldn't I? Scale the image down to roughly there. Let's have a look at it. So now I'm thinking that's too big. That'll be fine. I can scale everything in Unity. This is just a basic thing. I wish I could just click and move it. Gee, I could do that actually. Yeah. Let's focus in on you. And right now we're looking at this, so we'll focus in on this. And then it actually doesn't matter. On this screen, we'll focus in on you. That's how I'm going to do this. So we've got a cube. Now we've got a little bit coming out there. That's fine. We'll don't need to follow this exactly, but shape-wise, you've got a bit coming in here. So we need some edge loops. So I'm going to go into edit mode. Add an edge loop. Maybe add. I thought I could add 2. Oh, escape that. Too late. Undo. Control or. There we go. So I'm going to want edge loop there. I'm going to want one towards the top where it comes out. So maybe 3 edge loops. I can always do more. Let's just leave them in there. So that's going around. We're also probably going to want some, just in case, I'm just going to give myself some, I keep forgetting that I need to double click. Give myself some geometry to work with in every direction, just one there. Whoops. So that I've got something to work with. Now, so if we say, take that, what was it? Oh, can't remember how to select a full, is it Alt and click? Selected edge loop? Or a, that's just one vertex. Let's switch over into edge mode. So I've taken those edges. I can move them down a little bit. And then I don't want to scale them in on both sides. If we follow this curve, really it's just these 2 edges get moved in on the y-axis a little bit. Now I can bevel it and round it out. I might also just move it up. Really, do I wanna do that? What will that look like? Probably should have put one of these in here before I did that. To just select these 2, move them out, so we get a little bit more of a thing. Oh sure. Oh, this is looking weird already. This is not going well. I believe Control B is bevel. Control B is bevel, and use the mouse wheel to put in a little bit more. Don't need that much geometry. I just maybe put in, yeah, just want it to be rounded. So you've got that kind of rounded look. Take these two, and if I wanted, can I move them? I can move them in. Doesn't look great though, does it? What if I did faces, and I did these 4 faces, and I move them in? You get this weirdness, but I can deal with that. Can't I? Can't I? Like for example, ooh, it's not liking that. For example, do I need this? I might move you over to here, then select all, merge by distance, remove 0 verts. We should have moved. You are 2G, so that it can only move. Oh, I don't know what I've done anymore. What if I just select these two? Merge by distance, removed. Okay, well, let's increase until 1 vert is moved. Jesus Christ. Oh, or has OBS crashed? I need to remember to keep an eye on OBS. What is going on? OBS just doesn't like doing anything. If I select unselected and then just slowly move this up. Removed 1 vert. Perfect. Done. So that should mean that there's only 1 vert there. Okay. And I'm going to just move it down a little bit. Straighten this out ever so slightly. This is looking terrible. I could do the same to the other side. And then if I select some faces, I just want to see what it looks like on this side. I know it's going to, yeah, so it still works, except for that side. So we're going to undo that. We're going to go over here and do the same thing. Just select that and move it across. Slide it across to that one. That's still selected. I'm going to merge by distance, removed 1 vert. Just to double check. Yep, 1 vert. So then I can go back. I can select these, not that face, these faces. Go to the side and just scooch her up. And then we've got a little, that does seem quite high up though, doesn't it? Let's move it down a little bit. All right, yeah, because the finger hole thing is going to come out here. This is the problem. Kevin's working on some other models and stuff. I don't know what scale he's using. So I'm hoping that these will match up eventually. Hopefully. So, I mean, it's a top-down game, so this actually is not that important. So let's do, we're gonna need a cube. Okay, well, let's have a look at the top here. Whoop, shift to move. So we're gonna need, an edge loop at the top here, so that I can select these faces. And is E extrude? E is extrude, and extrude them out. So that's this bit here. I could also extrude these out a little bit. E is extrude along the Z to there. So extrude. Excuse me. I could also extrude. So maybe I will do that. I will extrude these out a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, that's still not going to work, is it? No, we'll just do the top ones. Shift, extrude out just a smidge. and I will figure out something. I'll figure out something. It's been so long since I've 3D modeled. Now, what I could do. So we've got a little nut there. The finger trigger thing is going to be here. It's going to connect up to this. That's just going to be a what would be the best way to do that? I believe let's just add in a cube, scale it way down, G up, so I can see it. So I might scale it way down. Okay. G, Z, G, X, so that it's kind of in line with it, and G, Y, so that it's out here. We're focusing, no, sorry, wrong button, focus in on this. And G, Z, well, that was almost the perfect size. And I am going to connect it all up. But this face and this face. How do I inset? Is inset just I? Inset is I. So we're going to inset it. There. Did that work on both sides? It did. It did. And then I'm going to remove the faces. So we have a hole going right through it. Was that right? Was that a good idea or was that a bad idea? Methinks possibly bad idea. Also, let's just, why is it? Let's undo that. Let's take a look up here. We're gonna go global. What's transform pivot point? Let's do individual origins. See if that makes a difference. I'm just wondering why it doesn't seem to be. Well, it's not a uniform cube on the Z, but it does just seem a little. Let's do local. Mess with these. See if anything changes. Normal. I don't know if they do anything for this. If I go out of edit mode, you have a scale that's all messed up. So if I apply your scale and your rotation's fine, I go back into edit mode. Does that make? Oh, that's better. Cool. Oh, it is still on both sides. Cool. See, applying your scale is important. They tried to drill that into me in the online course, and I guess it didn't quite stick. It stuck eventually. What was I doing? Inset. Hi. Just. But I don't think I want to delete the faces. I'd rather. I don't know. Can I extrude them inwards? Actually, to be honest, what I'd rather do is just bevel the whole. But is there, not bevel, Boolean the whole. Is there any point when I could do this? Because this will give me the geometry along there that I want. Or if I delete the faces, as you saw, there was like a little, it went in these, it wasn't connected. I could just connect them though, to be honest. Oh, let's just give it a go. I don't want to spend all day on this. So you can see kind of what I meant there. It goes in at there, here to here. Oh, but that shouldn't matter. It's like this, and press L to select linked, because I think it's intersecting a little bit with that. So my little transformy thing, I can never remember. GX is back and forwards. Y is shit. GY. It's not going to do that because it's on. Let's go back to global. GY, global, GY. There we go. just out a little bit. I don't want it intersecting because I am going to merge the verts together to actually bind it. But now I have this, which is interesting because I could use this to create the trigger. So if I was to inset this, inset, then I have, can I scale that? I can scale that along the z-axis. I can. So I can get this kind of thing the way I want it, and I can extrude it out. And then I could probably, I don't know, I don't think I can put in edge loops. But I might be able to just mess with it. This is going to be really low poly and really badly laid out geometry. Yeah, let's just extrude this out. So we've got like, not that far. I don't want to say Z because Z is up and down. GX is back and forwards. GY, geez. G's Y. G's Y. Y. Let me go to go to edge. I could GZ this up. I know. Can you extrude? You can extrude an edge. So I could, in theory, and then extrude back. And I could probably, it's very hard to see. There's a transparent, there's a button for transparency. I can't remember what it is. Is it X? No, the X is delete. Z, rendered material wireframe. I could do wireframe, but wireframe confuses me. So I'm like, what am I looking at? Is there no? Yeah, there is. Okay, we'll select this edge and see what I can do. G, Y. Let's move it along there. And extrude it down to there. What I want to do, I don't know if you can merge edges by distance. Let's just move you up a little bit. I want to kind of, I can't. Erg. If I take those, merge by distance. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Just the selected ones. And then I'm going to do, there we go. So they look like they're connected now. That's, and just to test, yeah. So if I go, what was it, Z, not rendered, solid. We've now got, this is annoying. So my camera's clipping. Where was, there was a setting, view, clip start. Here we go. It's not my camera, it is my scene view. Right. So we've got this kind of thing. And then what I'm thinking, I am, I can select these, and if I press F, it'll fill them in. So we've got that little kind of jut out there. This seems to come down a lot. The thing is, I could take this and I could move, don't move it, extrude it. I'm going to do a similar thing down to maybe here. Can I scale this only on the x-axis? Actually, I don't need to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this and fill these in. I could do it on all these actually. This and I believe this. Not necessary in the bottom, not really necessary on the top. Just extra geometry that I don't need. Oh, undo that because that's, undo that. So, well, it's top down. No one's going to see this. Now, where was that little edge? Oh, I've lost it. So I have to go back into wireframe. back up so that I can see it. Z solid, there it is. Right, so just to where it disappears. That's fine. Because as you can see, it seems like it merges into it. Then we're going to extrude it back on the y-axis so that it doesn't go up or down to there. And then extrude it on the z-axis to there. And then I'm going to select, where should I select? This edge and this edge. I don't think this is going to work. It kind of worked. Although it's got a weirdness to it, but like I said, top down, no one's going to fucking see this. Why am I spending so much time on a trigger that no one's going to see? I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to try not to sneeze. Oh no, I'm definitely going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh. Oh yes, still working? Good. Right, let's go to vertex mode. Because basically what I want to do... Excuse me. I want to merge these by distance. Just the selected ones. There you go. And I want to merge these by distance. I wish I could put one in there. Can I do a controller? Controller. Sorry, controller. I was hitting shift and R for some reason. I can. Oop, nope, one. Did that go? That would put an edge. Yeah. All right. That's. I don't need all that geometry, but it should have put a vertex. If I go back into wireframe mode, it put a vertex here. I want to merge these two by distance. And I want to do the same on this side, but I'm all confused. I don't know what I'm looking at. So, oof, it's not wide enough. That's a problem. Oof, I did not notice that. Well, we can fix that. Get you over roughly there. Take you, move you over, on the x-axis to roughly there. And if I go into my wireframe mode, there is one hidden in here somewhere. Which one is it? So it would be this line connecting to the knee bone connects to the shoulder bone. That does look right. I do like that it gives you the lines to what it's connected to. That makes it easier. GX you out to there, and just in case I can't really see it, we're going to pop you over there. Go back into solid mode so we can see definitely where we're at. You and you merge by distance. You and you merge by distance. We're going to have to bump that up a tiny little bit. Shouldn't do anything to anything else. Oh jeez. Oh, I only have one selected, isn't it? You and you merge by distance. You and you merge by distance. Oh yeah, I didn't even do the front of it, but we shall sort that out. You and you merge by distance. And then we do the front. G, is it Y? No, it's GX. GX out to there. And you, GX out to roughly the same spot. Oh, we've got a nice little inset thing going on one side of it. That's fine. We'll sort this out. No one's going to see it. This and this. Merge by distance. That's already done. Move you out ever so slightly. I will have a little inset. GX, move you out ever so slightly, and possibly you out ever so slightly. What do we got now? Cool, cool. And these two, GX out. So we've got this kind of Well, I thought it would have been in the middle. Now it's not. It was in the middle-ish when this was a thing, but it's not a thing anymore. Ugh. This looks terrible. This looks terrible. Why am I recording this? I can 3D model, I swear. This is awful. This is awful. GX, just push you in, because I kind of wanted this to be inset. Use look frackin' shite. GX moves in. This one needs to go in a lot more. X axis. So does this one. Just neaten this up a little bit. I mean, it's still pretty bad. But at the end of the day, it's going to be seen from the top, not the bottom. What I could do is oh, there's no, I didn't, or no, back into edge mode for a second because I forgot to fill that gap. Oof. Let's go in here. Whoop. Where am I? For a second. What is going on here? What? Oh, this edge. I never, GZ. Let's move you down. Do I need that? That's a real question. I'm going to delete that edge. And whoops, these two edges. That would go with it. Edge. So we've just got this edge. Now, take you and you. Can I fill them in? I can. Right. Use go way back. You interface mode. You and you. I can extrude you inwards, right? I can. Stuff gets weird then. Actually, undo that. Do right. First things first. Extrude you guys. Oops. Undo that. I keep forgetting that if you right click, extrude these, right? Oh no. Extrude them. X axis. We are gonna just make this come out halfway. These two, we're gonna extrude them inwards so that it actually looks. You know, so you got that, you got that. I don't have a little bit on the top, but I don't care. Because no one's going to see. No, we've messed something up here, haven't we? What if I undo that extrude? It is not necessary. Let's go and hold there. Right. Trigger. Mostly jump. What am I going to do? Go back to edge mode. Edge mode. Edge, edge, edge. I'm on edge mode. Okay, calm down. And I want to Control B to bevel these. Ooh, not by much. Maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit. So that it's not that hard corner. So you've got that. Now I know it's not exactly the same. Could put an edge loop around here and drag it out a little bit. Not really that important. And sure, let's bevel these. What else? What if I just take the whole? It doesn't do the bottom, does it? No, doesn't like Shift Alt to get all of the bottom bevel. A little bit, just a little bit. A little bit more? No. Just because you could. Ooh. There we go. We've got, comes down to a nice little point. Bottom looks nice. You got a weirdness thing in there. We could just put a little notch. Just to give it just a little bit more shape. Oh, excuse me. Every time the sun comes out. So then we need to attach a cube, that will be, and come back. Detailing can wait. So I have two options. I could add another cube and position it and connect it and then scale it, or I could extrude this up. So this would be this bit here. So that would extrude it up and then extrude the back out, and then I could extrude up to create this bit and then stick this thing in here. And then I can have a cylinder coming out here, a cylinder coming out here, and then another little thing there. And I think that's the way I'm going to go. I think, excuse me, extrude it up so that it's already connected so I don't have to worry about melding vertices together. Because that can go wrong. So we're going to go to face mode. Press 3 to go to face mode. And select all these faces. We're going to extrude them up. I don't know how much. How much? We go there. This is a problem. Scale is an issue with me, isn't it? If you say that, so it's not the handle from top to bottom looks like it would be slightly longer than that would be top to bottom. So GZ, maybe move it down a little bit. I don't know, does that look right? GZ, let's move it up a little bit. We're going to need to have some geometry in there. At least one, possibly more. And then go back into face mode. I'm going to leave the little bit at the bottom because you see it comes out there. So that's what this bit's going to be. Because when I extrude these out, you're going to have this. And the bits at the front, I know I said I wasn't going to, but extrude them out ever so slightly. And that'll be like this little bit here. Okay. This is looking terrible. Control or let's just put some geometry in case I need to edit it. I'm not going to edit it right now. I'm just going to get the basic shape. So this would be actually I'm going to move this edge loop along and take these two faces, extrude them up to there. That'd be this, but that might have been a bit too much. That definitely was a bit too much. G, Z. Let's bring them down so it comes up a little bit from the back. And then it comes out into this thing. And then you've got a little hump. That's actually, this would be kind of just over the trigger though. So this would be kind of around here. So this is probably a little bit, take these, extrude them up ever so slightly. I wonder if I can scale them in. And then extrude them up ever so slightly. Probably a bit too much. And I could put a ring attached to them. Or just, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's see. You've got, you basically got, I feel like I'm gonna have to add a cylinder. That's not that big. GZ, let's just get it into position, GY, and we'll focus in on it. rotate it around the y-axis? Nope. Rotate it around the x-axis. There we go, by 90 degrees. And then we're going to need to scale it down. Scale. Let's try and move it every way except the X, I think, for now. Shift X, so I can move it. So that's, oh, this is the top one. Okay. And we'll have a small one. So what I'm going to do is Shift Control D. Nope, Shift D. And move down to here. And this one is going to be a lot smaller. So, I know I could have, it doesn't need all that geometry on it, I can go through it, I don't care. Extrude this out. Anything about that much? Well, no, because we still have this little bit, so this bit's going to go quite close to it, but it'll be quite wide, and you get a little bit extra. Let's just extrude it a little bit more. Oh, that's what I should have just. I'm going to select you, link. No, I'm not selecting everything. Select you. Select linked. Ooh, okay. Don't know why that didn't work. X. Let's just delete everything. Oh yeah, I wasn't in X-ray mode. Link. Yeah, see, it works on that one. And we're gonna duplicate it. Shift D, duplicate it. I always think it's Control D, and scale it down. We're wrong. And move it back. And then take it and extrude it. Oh, it doesn't go as far as the other one. Of course it doesn't. Let's undo that extrude. And possibly just GX. Nope. GY. It's to Y. Is it there? So that's where this bit's going to end. So you've got that. Now the question becomes, they're not even mirror. I'm going to have to take link G, X, so just line them up. So that there. Now, I have two things I could do. I could Boolean this in and connect it. We just leave it, seeing as it's not really going to make a difference. We'll just get the basic layout of it right now. So we've got that. We basically need a cube. Scale it down, quite a lot. G, Z, move it up. G, Y, move it along. Scale down. Okay, so we said it's going to end, so G, Z, move it down. And GY, move it along, so it's going to end about there. Scale it in on the X, make it a little bit narrower. And scale on the Z, make it a little bit smaller. Scale on the X, a little bit narrower. So you're going to kind of and move it down on the Z. So you've got basically that. I have to use these booleans. I could add a boolean. See, this is the thing, I can't remember. I also don't think it will work. Not important for right now. We'll get to that eventually. Right, so we've got this bit. So now we need Well, let's just do the tank. The tank is going to come in here, and then we can make the bit that sits over the tank, which I think I know how to do. So we're going to add another cylinder. I'm doing this all in edit mode, so this is all one object. I'm not quite sure if that's a good idea, but it's too late now. Let's rotate it on the x-axis by 90. Move it up on the z-axis, and we're going to have to scale it way down. Move it down on the z-axis. And scale it on the y. So we're looking at, let's move it up ever so slightly. We're looking at something like this, and we'll take this face and extrude that out. And how many? Basically, gonna have to create a hemisphere to get the end. Or will I? What if I just try something? I'm gonna put one in here. What if I was to take this face, scale it? Can I scale it to 0? I can. That would make a point. Which is not ideal. Then if I was to take that, sorry, edge mode, take this edge, move it on the y-axis. So you've got scale. No, I think that was a good idea. Let's undo that. Probably just create a hemisphere and attach it to get that roundy bit. I mean, what if I was to bevel the edge? Ooh, it doesn't. Oh, that's something. We got something there. Interesting. This is too close. No, edge mode. Select edge loop. Am I in edge mode? No, I'm not. Edge mode 2. Select this edge and just G twice, move it over. And then select this edge, G twice, so I can do this. Interesting. Select this edge loop, scale it a little bit maybe. Scale it a little bit, and can I do this edge loop? Scale it down a little bit, maybe. And move it up. If I move the edge, oh, it does move the face as well. So, I mean, that's close enough. For me, close enough. So now we're in here, and I know technically there's supposed to be a bit that comes up, which I could do by putting in an edge loop down. Actually, undo that. Undo, because I'm going to want 2 of them. 2 edge loops. I thought I could move them closer together. Well, I can by doing that. So I could, because basically it goes in here and then it goes up. So we're going to go in, and then maybe take some of these edges and go up to get this little bit at the top. And we need this bit that connects onto it, and then it'll connect onto this. So, I mean, I could, let's just try it for a second. Extrude this out, extrude it up. Extrude it up, oops. Extrude it over. I'm just going to create a little, there will be a hole, not really important. Extrude it down, and extrude it across. And then then select this edge and merge by distance. So just tiniest little bit. And then just move that back to where it was. Then, how do I fill this in? Select this, and this, maybe, and hit F. And this, and hit F. No, that was the wrong ones. This one. Gotta make sure I'm clicking the right ones. So this, that fills in. This, oh, maybe what if I just selected them all? Is it an edge loop? It is F. It's a bit weird, I'll admit. That's one way to do it. And then I could just go into, let's just do the front one as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it like this. Can always undo, but then I could go into vertex mode and just kind of neaten things up. We got, what the hell? Why is that? Seems to be, I don't know what that's doing. Maybe there's not enough what? Is there an edge going from there to there? If I go to edge mode, I'm not seeing, but it looks like there's an edge here. Let's go to wireframe. There is not. There's just some very strange geometry. If I go to 3, right. No, don't select them all, just this one. Move this. Move this. And see, that's this one then. Move this. Move this. So I'm gonna have to go around to this side. This one can go down a little bit. They don't need to be that high. Let's level them off. This one can go down, back, so you can and in quite a bit. This is the joys of 3D modeling, folks. There are better ways to do this, for sure. At least that's looking a little bit neater, except for here. Move this in. You could probably do with having like move this in, go try to get it as neat as possible. And let's go back into my solid shading mode. Move you out. Doesn't matter that you can't see that. In fact, I'd prefer it if you couldn't see that at all. Because you can't there. So then I could do some other stuff. Because there is just little bits of detailing on the back. So this comes above, handle out. This, oh, this does, so this is a face. This is a whole face. Just extrude that out. That would be the easiest way to do it. Because this does come out a little bit. Yeah, there's clipping issues and stuff that I will fix. And then there was this little, whoops, am I in edge mode? Oh, I'm in Control E instead of Control R. Let's pop you here, scale you in, nope, not scale. Well, scaling is the only real way I can do it, isn't it? Scale it on the Z. So the other way I can think of doing this. is then going to the top and selecting some faces. 1, 2, 3. Maybe if you want to just move these down a little bit. I have to take more faces. 2. Probably some more here. And just GZ them down just a little bit. That's if I really wanted that little divot. But I think all of them have that little divot. Undo all that. We don't want to do that. Let's take you, move you on the x-axis. Move you on the x-axis. I'm just trying to. There we go. Just trying to get rid of that last. I'll probably go in, add Boolean modifiers so that this cuts a hole in that, these cut a hole in this, and this. There needs to be a little bit more. A little bit more. Just looking back a little bit. Is that what the problem is? There's a problem with that one. Can't really tell. You can come back. And add a little bit of extra, like just this little bit at the back, this little bit at the top. I'll figure something out for this divvy bit, and I'll probably just create another little cylinder to come out here rather than having this come up through it, because you don't really need it. Oh, that looks terrible. And I'll fix all that. But for now, we've been recording for pretty much an hour, so I'm going to leave it here. Might do just a little couple of tweaks off camera, basically just moving geometry around to neaten stuff up, which you don't really need to. I don't want to bore people with this. This is a lot of what 3D modeling is, though, is just rotating around your model and just finding places where you can make slight adjustments to your vertexes or your edges and just moving them around. If I go out of edit mode, actually it looks a little bit better. I can shade smooth it so we can see where any issues are. There's a few issues, but not as many as I thought actually. We can see a couple of issues here. Issues there. I don't think I will shade smooth. I think I'll leave it shade flat. Shade flat. Select it first, shade flat. At least for now, because I'm going to be bringing this into Substance Painter, and Substance Painter can fix a lot of problems. It can hide a lot of things for bad geometry, so I will be doing that. So I'm going to leave this video here. When we come back, I will show you the stuff I do off camera, so just the finishy offy bits, and then we'll go into Substance Painter and texture it. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and consider sharing it with people you think might be interested in this kind of content. And if you haven't already subscribed, consider doing that too, so you can be kept up to date with all the cool upcoming content that I got. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you all next time.